I was in the church choir in my last church that I was in, and we sang a song called All Are Welcome. Given what happened to me at that church, I really didn't feel that. Growing up, family and faith always went hand in hand. I'm originally from Ohio, and my parents and I used to drive an hour down to the town they grew up to go to church with my family, and then afterwards we'd go to my grandmother's house. And as I got older, I wanted to get more involved in the church. So when I got into high school, I started volunteering and getting involved in the church, and it was really helpful for me. But growing up too, I also suffered from depression. I saw my first therapist when I was in kindergarten, and I was also sexually abused when I was 9 years old, so I had to deal with that in high school as well. And with the depression also came hospitalizations. I was hospitalized several times for it, and after one such hospitalization, I met with the director of religious education of my church, and she told me she supported me 100%, and then went off and told terrible things about myself and my family to other people, and we were essentially not welcome in that church anymore. I felt betrayed, and I told myself if I wanted to have a relationship with God, I was going to have it directly with Him through prayer. Unfortunately, that didn't really happen. My life just felt unmanageable, and I spent the next 12 years really just living for myself and trying to manage my own life. So fast forward to August of 2016, and I'm overwhelmed at work. I feel worthless. I feel like I shouldn't feel this way. I've got wonderful family, wonderful friends, a lot of good things going on in my life, and I still feel this way. I didn't want to live anymore. So I was hospitalized again, and I really hit rock bottom. So I spent the next 6 months just kind of digging myself out of that hole, and I just didn't really feel like I was making any progress. After a really tough day, my mom spent the day with me. I somehow got up the strength to go out that night and try to have some fun. And I met up with my friend Trey, and I started telling him my story. And first question he asked me was, "Do you go to church?" And I said, "No, I haven't gone in a long time." And he said, "Come to NP Nights with me on Sunday." The first time I walked in there, I was just blown away. Just from the lighting, the atmosphere, everything about it was just, it hit me. In the moment, I tell you, it was just positivity. But sitting here now, it was God. And from the first 2 minutes when that music started playing, I was in tears. And I had just taken a leave of absence from work to try to work on myself. And I didn't really have anything going in my life. So I clung to this. I wanted to be there. I counted down the days till Sunday I could go back again. I started watching podcasts and watching services online, and I wanted to be in it. And then one night I couldn't sleep, and I prayed for the first time in a long time, and tears were running down my face, and it was a tough conversation. But after that day, I really feel the forgiveness that God has towards myself. And I was trying for so long to just survive, to manage my life, and I wasn't thriving, I wasn't living. But with Jesus, now I'm living.
Jason, you don't know this, but I've been looking forward to this moment for a while, since the first day we met right over there a couple of months back. And your story is just an incredible story that gives evidence for what happens in a life when hope enters in. Because you've had some highs and you've had some lows, but in Jesus, we believe that we have a hope that sustains in spite of the highs and in spite of the lows. And thank God for Trey. What a guy. I think people have no idea just what potential there is in the other side of an invitation. So, I agree with you. You may have experienced life before, but this is living now, and my goodness, Jason, you are living it. So, because of your public profession of faith in Jesus Christ, it is my privilege to baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.